Bole Vrindavan, Sri Krishna Chandra ki Jai. Devotees, we are about to begin with some bhajans. We'll have a few bhajans before we get into our discourse. So at this point, we continue to concentrate on Bhagavan Sri Krishna, and let's try to confine the bhajans to Bhagavan Krishna. Leela Purushottam. Yeah?
भजो केशवा हरि नंदलाला भजो केशवा हरि नंदलाला भजो केशवा हरि नंदलाला भजो केशवा हरि नंदलाला भजो गिरधारी गोपाला भजो मथुरा में हरि जन्म लियो है मथुरा में हरि जन्म लियो है मथुरा में हरि जन्म लियो है गोकुल झूले नंदलाला गोकुल झूले नंदलाला भजो केशवा नंदलाला भजो केशवा हरि नंदलाला जय नंदलाला, जय जय गोपाला, जय नंदलाला, जय जय गोपाला, जय नंदलाला, जय जय गोपाला, माधव मोहन मुकुंद मुरारी, देवकी नंदन कृष्ण कन्हाई, युगल किशोर श्याम गिरधारी, जय नंदलाला, जय जय गोपाला, जय नंदलाला, जय जय गोपाला। मोर मुकुट भारी सवरिया, तुम्ही हो माखन चोर, मात यशोदा कहना देखा, कैसा नटखट चोर, 16 संपूर्ण हो तुम, 16 संपूर्ण हो तुम, तुम्हारी लीला न्यारी न्यारी, जय नंदलाला, जय जय गोपाला, जय नंदलाला, जय जय गोपाला। कोटि कोटि नाम तिहारे, तुम हो परम्पार, अपनी महिमा तुम ही जानो, क्या जाने संसार, तीन लोक की सानी तुमको, तीन लोक की सानी तुमको, सुमीरे में करके सब संताई, जय नंदलाला, जय जय गोपाला, जय नंदलाला, जय जय गोपाला, माधव मोहन मुकुंद मुरारी, देवकी नंदन कृष्ण कन्हाई, युगल किशोर श्याम गिरधारी, जय नंदलाला, जय जय गोपाला, जय नंदलाला, जय जय गोपाला, जय नंदलाला, जय जय गोपाला।
Boli Vrindavan, Sri Krishna Chandra ki jai. Devotees, so let me welcome each of you to our Govardhan Puja celebrations. We have worshipped Bhagwan Sri Krishna, Leela Purushottam Govardhan Giridhari. You have fasted, you have prepared yourselves and made your offerings, commendations, blessings to you. Let us also welcome our devotees on the various platforms, including IETV. Welcome to you all. And we hope that as you join us, this journey which we are about to embark upon is spiritual as well as intellectual, fulfilling journey. As we have been saying time and again, everything we do has a deeper meaning, and so we will try to get into the depth of little bit of depth as to what Govardhan Puja represents what it symbolizes in our lives. So I have decided that I will take a katha from the Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, which deals specifically with the Govardhan Katha. This is the 10th volume of Srimad Bhagavatam and chapter 24. So before we go into it, Bhagavad Katha, we will perform Bhagavad Sumiran. So I invite you to join me. You all concentrate wherever you may be. And the 12 Akshar Mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Visualize Leela Purushottam, Bhagwan Sri Krishna. It is your choice to visualize whether the child Bhagwan, Bal Mukund, the adolescent Bhagwan, the adult Bhagwan. It's up to you, whichever form appeals to you best. But hold on to our form. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Shri Saraswatyaya Namah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Riddhi Siddhi Data Siddhi Sadana Varana Vadana Sumiru Barambar Madana Kadana Ko Lal Ko गणपति कृपा निधान ज्ञान खान आनंद भवन देहु मोहि वरदान वरनोति का भागवत जय शिव आनंद कन भूतनाथ भव भय हरना अति विषय निर्गुण गौर वरन मंगल करना हे प्रजचंद्र मुकुंद ब्रजभूषण दूषण हरना कातहु भव भय फम शरण शरण रियान कर जय 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 जगदीश सेवत शेष महेश यज महिमा अमितय भी वेद भेद जानत नहीं देहु मोहि वरदान राधा भर यह वर सदा प्रेम भरी मुस्कान नित चित में खटकत रहे मोहि चाहिए कछु नहीं और वस्तु प्रभु जगत की बसी रहे मन मोहि यह बाकी झांकी सदा लिए यकुतिया गायन के पीछे फिरत ग्वाल बाल लिए साथ मोर मुकुट सिर पर धरे कर मुरलियुरम शीश मुकुट कटि पीत पत या छवि सुमंगला बसु हृदय मम निशि दिवस गुरुपद रज धर शीश कहूँ भागवत की कथा जो सुख देव मुनीश कही परीक्षित नृपति सो। ओम यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्र मरुत शृण्वन्ति दिव्यैश्च वः वेदे साङ्गपक्रमो उपनिषदे गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थितद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। हरिः ओम तत्सत्। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। बोले वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। विजुअलाइज डिवोटीज भगवान जमुना तीर विहारी कान्हा कुंज विहारी गोवर्धन गिरिधारी, that supreme Purush we are meditating upon. Let's all join. Jamuna Tira Vihari Kanha Kunja Vihari He Govardhan Giridhari Gopa Krishna Murari Gopal Krishna Murari, Gopal Krishna Murari. Gopal Krishna Murari, Gopal Krishna Murari. Govardhan Giridhari Gopal Krishna Murari. He Govardhan Giridhari Gopal Krishna Murari. Krishna Murari, Gopal Krishna Murari. Gopal 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 Krishna Murari. गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी हे जमुना तीर विहारी कान्हा कुंज विहारी हे गोवर्धन गिरिधारी गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी 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 विहारी कान्हा कुंज विहारी हे गोवर्धन गिरिधारी गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी हे गोवर्धन गिरिधारी गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी बोले वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय. Now devotees, the katha which we are going to focus upon is classified as Bal Charitra, the leelas as performed by Bhagwan Sri Krishna as a child. In the Bhagavata Mahapuran, the 10th volume divided into two parts. The first part deals specifically with the leelas of Bhagwan Sri Krishna as a child. And the second part, when Bhagwan Sri Krishna went away and, with the Mahabharat war and Sudama Katha, all those beautiful parts, beautiful kathas. But we are focusing on the child, Bhagwan Sri Krishna. So, just to help us to get the mood, visualize that child, not a baby. Try to visualize Kanhaiya, walking about, talking, the mischief maker. His leelas Manohar. Manohar. Visualize him. जय भानुकुंदा कृष्ण गोविंद यशोमती के लाल की ये मुरली मनोहर मधुर सलोन मधुसूदन की आरती.
Krishna
ये जग में ज्योति अंतकरण की प्रकाश कराने वाला, परमार्थ बताने वाला, ये श्याम सुंदर की वर गिरधर की चहु ओरा उजियार रहे। ये मुरली मनोहर मधुर सलोना मधुसूदन की आरती। जय भाव मुकुंदा। ये अमृत वाणी वेद बखानी संत रिझाने वाला, भव पार करने वाला, ब्रह्म ज्ञान यही स्वर्ग धाम यही कुंजन मोहन छवि धाम की। ये मुरली मनोहर मधुर सलोना मधुसूदन की आरती। जय बाल मुकुंदा। ये संपत्ति दाता अघ कुमिताता पीर मिटाने वाला, धन ध्यान बधाने वाला, कवि कृष्ण हृदय में, कवि कृष्ण हृदय में दीप जले अनहद घंटा ध्वनि बाज रहे। ये मुरली मनोहर मधुर सलोना मधुसूदन की आरती। जय बाल मुकुंदा कृष्ण गोविंद यशोमती केवारती। ये मुरली मनोहर मधुर सलोना मधुसूदन की आरती। जय बाल मुकुंदा, जय बाल मुकुंदा, जय बाल मुकुंदा।
Devotees, all the sages pray for that darshan of the Lord. Life is empty without that divine. So they appeal time and again. Surdas, Kabir Das, Sukhdev Muni, Mirabai, Shabari Mata, Sutikshan Muni, they pray for darshan. Akhiya Hari darshan ki pyasi. The eyes thirst for that darshan. We seek that Lord. The Lord makes a difference. Life is nothing but an empty dream unless one realizes that one divine supreme. We seek his darshan. प्यारे नंदलाल, हे प्यारे नंदलाल, हे यशोदा की बाल, दर्शन दो घनश्याम।
प्यारे नंदलाल दर्शन दे दो, प्यारे नंदलाल दर्शन दीजो। हे यशोदा के बाल दर्शन दीजो, यशोदा के बाल, यशोदा के लाल, यशोदा के बाल दर्शन दीजो। प्यारे नंदलाल दर्शन दीजो, प्यारे नंदलाल दर्शन दीजो नटवर लाल दर्शन दीजो नटवर लाल दर्शन दीजो हाँ दर्शन दीजो हो दर्शन दीजो नटवर लाल दर्शन दीजो हे गिरिधर पाल दर्शन दीजो हाँ गिरिधर पाल दर्शन दीजो प्यारे नंदलाल दर्शन दीजो यशोदा के बाल दर्शन दीजो यशोदा के बाल यशोदा के बाल यशोदा के बाल दर्शन दीजो प्यारे नंदलाल दर्शन दीजो प्यारे नंदलाल दर्शन दीजो हाँ दर्शन दीजो ओ दर्शन दीजो हाँ दर्शन दीजो
Why do we crave the darshan of the Lord devotees? His leelas will give us a true reflection, a true vision, a testimony as to why we need Him. So devotees, chapter 24 of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Sukdev Muni relating Katha to Raja Parikshit on the banks of the the banks of the Ganga. Remember, Raja Parikshit got a shrap that in 7 days' time he would be bitten by a snake, Takshak, the king of snakes, and he would die. And the question was how to spend the last 7 days of his life. And on the advice of the holy ones, the last 7 days of his life was spent in listening to the glories of the divine. Sri Sukdevji, the son of Ved Vyas, he it was who came on that bank of the Ganga. Everybody came there, many thousands, sages, even Ved Vyas himself was here. And Sukdev Muni, just a piece of loincloth, Bhagavat Mahapuran on his arm. And when he walked into that assembly, everybody stood up out of mark of respect. Even his father stood up as a mark of respect for his learning, his spirituality. And it was Sri Sukdevji who began to relate Bhagavat Mahapuran Katha to Raja Parikshit in an effort to liberate him, to free him from bondage, as we see. He got a shrap. So he would spend the last 7 days of his life listening to the glories of the Lord. So you would hear Sri Sukdevji saying, Hey Rajan, Hey Prithivinath, O King, O Lord of the earth, referring to Raja Parikshit. So devotees, Sri Suk Ubach, Bhagavan api tatraiva baladevena sangyutaha apashyan nivasan gopan indra yaga kritudyaman tarabhigyopi Bhagavan sarva atma sarva darshanaha prasayavanato prichad Vridhan Nanda Purogaman Kachyatang me pitah koyang Sambhramo va upagataha King phalam kasya chodeshah Kenavasadhyate makha Etar bruhi mahan kamo Mahyang sushave pitah Nahi gopyang hi sadhunang Krityang sarvatma namiha. Devotees, it is said it was the day after Diwali. Like today. When Bhagavan Sri Krishna got up he saw that village of Braj, a beehive of activity. And all the other children everywhere running, playing, jumping. Excitement was in the air. And you know, there's always a vibration. If you're perceptive enough, you can feel the vibrations of love, of hate, of success. There's always, as we say, music in the atmosphere for those who are perceptive enough to pick it up. Remember the bhajan says, Bina bajai nisidin baji, ganta sank nagari. Behera suna suna masta hota hai, kan ki khabar bisari. Divine instruments were played, divine sounds created, but no players were seen. But strange enough, it was a deaf man who heard those sounds, losing all sense of body, time, place, circumstances. But men with ears were deaf. You know what it means? When you turn away from the grossness of this world, it is only then you can tap into the subtle sounds. There's ahat and an ahat nad. So devotees, the point I'm making is that this is why I'm saying when you're perceptive enough, you can pick up the music, so to speak, of the atmosphere. The music of love, the music of hate, music of separation, music of death, music of success, music of failure, music of impending disaster. We can all pick it up. But you have to tune in. You can't be gross and expect to listen to those sounds. So devotees, just a digression to let you know, and we must add that man is the most perfect, transmitting as well as receiving set. But the problem with us is that we have forgotten how to transmit and how to receive divine, subtle vibrations. We have become very gross. Now analyze and see that is not the fact. And all these rituals we are performing, they are aimed at helping us to go back to that state of subtlety, spirituality, which continues to evade us. Devotees, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he is in the village of Braj, and of course, whatever vibrations will be picked up, no problem about that. So, he realized that something is happening today. This excitement, and it is said somewhere else in one of the books, he said he went to his mother and said, "Oh mother," and normally children most times will go to the mother first. Mother is first teacher, mother is first God. And sometimes we say it's a good thing to go to the mother first, not the father, because father never seemed to know. I'm not attacking fathers, but you see, the confidence we have in mothers, at least it starts here. So this Krishna Bhagwan, he went to his mother and said, "Ma, just yesterday was Diwali. So many preparations and celebrations and so on. Today, all this excitement, there's another celebration. What is it? What are we celebrating today?" Then the mother said, "Kanhaiya, I'm very busy right now. Go and ask your father. He doesn't have anything to do." You know, in the most of the preparations, the mother's busy cooking their various dishes and so on and so forth. And in that society, the men will sit down there with the chilam and hit the dum until they get bum. The lady working and the fellas relaxing. So they have plenty of time on their hands. Now, I'm not saying that is enormous, but that was what obtained. So devotees, Mata Yashoda said, "Kanhaiya, go and ask your father." Kanhaiya went to his father. Sri Sukdev Ji saying that Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he knew everything that was taking place, but he had a plan. He always has a plan. He knew that today they were going to perform Indra Puja. That society in which they lived, they were to perform Indra Puja. And we'll hear why. So that Lord, even though he knows everything, he is the indweller, present in all places. He knew what was taking place, but yet still, he went to his mother and he asked, "Mata, what is going on here. And as I mentioned, Mata said, go to your father, Kanhaiya, go to your father. Yes, Nand ji ke paas jaakar, Sri Krishna boli. On having his mother's advice, Bhagwan Sri Krishna and Balaram, his elder brother, they went to Nand Baba, the father, and he said, Pita, aaj kya hai? Now notice, the child is asking questions, and I keep saying the Lord sets the example. We know in the years gone by, the elders would tell us, do ask nothing. Shut up and do what we say. Isn't that so? Many of us have been brought up like that. Today's children, they ask questions. And I dare say it is their right to ask questions, but not disrespectfully. So with great respect, Kanhaiya is saying, follow his example. आज क्या है जो व्रज में कराही खटक रही है और अनेक अनेक प्रकार से व्यंजन बन रहे हैं, सब थाउर थाउर कोलाहल मच रहा है और ग्वाल बाल चारों ओर भागे भागे फिरते, क्या उत्सव है पिताजी? किस देवता के नाम का यज्ञ है? क्या इसका फल है? कौन से देवता का पूजन है? क्या क्या उसमें गुण है? कौन इसका अधिकारी है? किस किस वस्तु से यज्ञ होता है? हे पिता, मुझे इस बार के सुनने की बड़ी अभिलाषा है। सज्जन पुरुष सब प्राणियों में और स्थानों में आत्मा को देखते हैं, उनसे कोई कर्म छिपा नहीं है और छिपाने के योग्य भी नहीं है। साधु पुरुष अपना निराना कुछ नहीं समझते, उनकी समदृष्टि है। मित्र उदासीन व बैरी भी उनका कोई नहीं होता। उदासीन तो शत्रु के सदृश वर्जित है। सुहृद आत्मा के समान मानना चाहिए, इससे उसको अवश्य सम्मति में सार कर ले। यह प्राणी जानकर भी कर्म करता है और बिना जाने भी कर्म करता है, परंतु जानकर जो करता है उसका फल तत्काल मिलता है, और जो बिना जाने कर्म करता उसका कार्य किसी प्रकार सिद्ध नहीं होता। आपने जो यज्ञ का अनुष्ठान कर रखा है वह शास्त्र की रीति है, वह शास्त्र की रीति से किया है अथवा लोक रीति से किया है, और यह रीति आपके यहाँ परंपरा से चली आई है या आज किसी ने नई नई बताई है? यह आपसे मेरा निवेदन है पिताजी कि आप कृपा करके मुझसे कहो। Devotees, Bhagwan Sri Krishna, he asked all the questions in his mind that, where there were doubts, but these questions were asked to bring about clarification. So simply put, he said, "Oh Father, everywhere preparations have been made, and as we explained, the children running here and there, excitement high. Something is happening today. Oh Father, tell me, there's a yajna, there's some sacrifice you are making today, right? Kya utsav hai? What is this celebration all about?" Now, many don't ask questions, they just jump in the bandwagon. Bhagwan doesn't do that. He's telling us, ask questions, don't follow blindly. And he shall explain why he's saying this. But he's asking, what is the celebration today? Which devta are we going to worship? I know in Hinduism, we have plenty devtas. 33 million. And with the passing of time in Kali Yuga and in Trinidad, we have a few more. Like Mr. Wilson. All know who Mr. Wilson is, right? People in blindness, they do all kind of nonsense. I won't go into all that to take us away from the Katha. But with the passing of time, more and more devta come in. This is why he is asking, which devta are we doing? What's his name? What's the devta? Iska kya phal hai? What are the fruits that accrue because of such a worship? How to worship that devta, what he is, what that devta himself, what are his virtues, his gun, what are his qualities? What are the benefits of worshiping such a devta? What ingredients we need to worship such a devta? Ingredients important, and you need to know. Because in Trinidad, plenty of people use Bermuda biscuit and salt butter and punch and rum to worship a devata. And many fall victim to that in ignorance. Yeah? Because they follow blindly. Bhagavan Sri Krishna is asking, what ingredients do we use? It is my desire, O Father, to know everything about this. And devotees, in a simple way, he put it, that we know when there are doubts, we ask questions to have our doubts clarified. And the wise ones, they don't hide the truth from the questioning mind. You don't hide the truth. Someone asks a question, you have a doubt, you're supposed to explain. And devotees, I know many of us, we have been told to ask no question. Somebody, Pandits also say that, don't ask no question, do what I say. And I am of the firm conviction that why they say that, because they can't answer the question. If I can't answer the question, I shut you up. And many of us, we have respect for the garb, so we say nothing. And many get away with murder, so to speak. Bhagavan Krishna is not saying that. If you worth your salt, as a Pandit, as a teacher, as a parent, you answer the questions posed to you. You bring about clarity. This is, you empower people through knowledge. Hinduism teaches that. Hinduism preaches that. Hinduism stands firm on that. Right? We need to empower you because, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. So devotees, here Bhagavan Sri Krishna is making his point. He is asking, what is going on? Tell me, O Father. Right? And he made the point that when one understands what one is doing, right away you get results. Yeah. यह प्राणी जानकर भी कर्म करता है. Once he knows and he performs it, बिना जाने भी कर्म करता है. Without understanding what happens, why he's doing what he's doing, he can't get any fruits. But if he understands what he is doing, this is Gyan Bhakti, tatkal, right away, milta hai. Right away. But बिना जाने कर्म करता, उसका कार्य किसी प्रकार सिद्ध नहीं होता. Without understanding what you're doing, you don't get success. You don't get fulfillment. And devotees in recent times, I've been, well, not so recent, but quite some time now, I've been trying to explain to devotees where I do puja, the deeper part of the puja, the essence, the philosophical, interpretation, what underlies puja. I don't know how many people understand it, how many accept it. But you see, I follow what my scriptures say. If you can understand why you do what you do, results come right away, devotees. But to many of us, when we don't understand something, it appears more mysterious. The mysticism, supernatural. And many people stay at that level of ignorance. And this is why society will degenerate. Bhagavan Krishna is saying, no, O Father, for all of us devotees, understand why you do what you do. This is why here in Gyan Deepak, from how long now we have been saying, everything you do, just Diwali I told you all, right? Yes, you light your diya and so on, you clap, you sing, but what is the deeper meaning of it? The Cha diya, Chamukha diya and Bari, the 6 main diyas you light. I explained why I told you, those are the 6 chakras within the body, the vortices of energy which you activate. If you lighten how many diyas in the outside and the internal diyas shut down, you're wasting time. But who cares about that? Eat, drink, make merry, dance. This is superficial. This is why society doesn't go anywhere. And more we are going in that direction. More and more. Right? What really helps us can't gravitate towards that. What destroys us, gravitate towards it. But devotees is a life of karma. And what I plant is what I reap, It depends on us. I won't go into all that again. But, we keep saying, understanding it and applying it, metaphysical. This is Gyan Bhakti. You don't lose, as a matter of fact, some people may think like once a fellow said, see upon the third day, you water rain down the deity on them. When I mentioned Durga Ma is Ichha Shakti, Lakshmi Ma Gyan Shakti, Saraswati Ma Kriya Shakti, I water in on the Devi because you want to believe Durga is some big powerful Devi, something you can't understand. You know, mysticism, no? Right? Lazy intellectually, right? They don't understand the power and the depth of Hinduism. So devotees, this Katha, the Govardhan Puja is very, very necessary to enlighten us where we need to go. Those stay in preschool, I keep saying, preschool and play with blocks only, go to higher levels. So this Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he is asking, Oh Father, so remember, karma performed without understanding, siddhi nahi hoti. Nahi hoti. So he's saying, I want to find out, O Father, also, that whatever we are doing today, यज्ञ का अनुष्ठान कर रखा है, वह शास्त्र की रीति से किया है? Whatever we are going to do today, is it sanctioned by the scriptures? Listen to the questions. And you follow nobody blind, you know? Questions. Is it sanctioned by scriptures? One. अथवा लोक रीति से किया है? Is it a universal practice that everybody carries out? Or is it parampara, tradition in a family? Like, you know, many families, they get involved in animal worship from way back in the past. Just to mention, we wouldn't digress to go. Family to family, offering hog, offering goat. So the generations have had to follow the same thing. That is a parampara. Thank God, my parampara never started them kind of stupidness. Thy lineage, family tradition. You have to know that also. Bhagavan Sri Krishna is asking, is it scriptures? Is it a universal practice? Is it tradition? Universal practice means Gauditina, the whole village practicing it, is something that all the villages practice it. Or, he's saying, Kisi ne nayi batayi hai. Or is something new we created. Notice, even from since then, 5,000 years ago, Bhagavan is asking something new. Because you know how smart men come about and creating new things. New things. It's not so, it's so. New religion. Tell me, Father, what we are doing here today. This is why he's asking about the God, which Devta. Everything about him. The guna, the qualities, devotees. And now he's asking, is it something new? Or is it sanctioned by scriptures? Is it a village practice? Is it an ancestral practice? Oh Father, please tell me what it is. Now devotees, you are intelligent people. I don't have to go and tell you now that when you see something, you have to ask these questions, you know. I think like common sense. Common sense. But too many of us devotees, we like to follow the crowd. You remember many years ago, I don't have the appetite to say them stories again, eh? But you know, I mentioned this thing about Dhakandi Das. Yeah? A fellow, one time, he had a donkey dead. He shaved the head and he come and slung by the corner. You know, when in Hinduism somebody died, they shave the head and leave long churki and thing. So he came and he sat down, shaved his head and he cried by the road. He had to cry by the road. Another fellow passed, Bhai, why are you crying? He said, Bhai, Dhakandi Das mar gail. Dhakandi Das dead, go shave his head and come. He go and shave his head and come and sit down. And before very long, a whole line of bald head men, all them shaved head and cried for Dhakandi Das. No question, Dhakandi Das mar gail. Come. Devotees, an old lady was coming with her grandson. And she meet up another old lady. When old lady meet up old lady, Israel will talk. So devotees, they're talking, they forget this little boy. So he gone by the end of the line and he sat next to the last bald head man. And he trying to dig in him, no? He want to ask a question. And them you can't ask question, you know. Remember what I said? But he finally got the fellow attention, the fellow watch him. The devotees, normally the man looking vicious, imagine he shave his head. How more vicious he go look. When he watched the boy, so like, if looks could have killed the boy, die. So I said, don't get vexed, man. I just want to ask, why you shave your head for? He said, Dhakandi Das is dead. He said, oh, Dhakan Dayal Das dead. Mar gaye. Acha. But devotees, these two ladies talking. And you know how they hold it only by the mouth and thing? I know the man Dhakan Dayal so long, we went to school together. Yeah. And you know, he was a good man. They're going on, puck, 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 puck. You know what I mean? No, you just analyze and see if this doesn't happen in society. Eh? I'm making up this now. I might make up this story. But the actions, devotees, this child is around there waiting while nanny and them talking how they know the fella is so good and bright fella in class and thing and what. Devotees, this boy, when he get a watch like that, he say, Dhakan Dayal Das dead. The child said, wait, mister, don't get vexed. Just one thing I want to ask you now. Don't get vexed, eh? Who is Dhakan Dayal Das? So I said, what? Who is Dhakan Dayal Das? But he didn't even think about asking that question. He asked the next bald head man, who is Dhakan Dayal Das? He said, what? He asked the next one, who is Dhakan Dayal Das? Dhakan Dayal Das was the name of the day. Going right up, who is Dhakan Dayal Das? And when he come to the second man in the line, second man devotee, he said, bhai, asking the first man. Don't get vexed. It's not me, no. But all them people want to know. Who is Dhakan Dayal Das? And we tell them, Dhakan Dayal Das is my donkey. When the fella hear that, he feel for you here. He say, oh my God, I shave my head for a donkey. And all them donkey, all them shave the head for a donkey, Dhakan Dayal Das. What about the nanny who went to school with him? You see how society is? How sickening society is? Talk only. Right? Talk only. And if you're not careful about it and ask these kind of questions, you're caught up. So devotees, in those days, I mean, sometimes this story should take 15, 20 minutes, and it will be more interesting than the katha. People like that too bad. But I don't like it again. I know, the taste for it not there now. They'll give you the essence. That happens in society. We have plenty Dhakan Dayal Das in society. Shaving the head for a donkey. Meaning what? Not understanding the real, blind following. How many years I've been saying this story? I can remember. More than 40 something years I've been saying this story. I have a good vision, you know. And so said, so done. Blind people following blind, donkey after donkey. And scriptures are telling us, don't follow blindly. Sanatan Dharma. This is Bhagavatam devotees. So here you see, I remember the words of Mark Twain. It is easier to fool someone than to convince him that they have been fooled. Easier to fool somebody. If I were to tell you you are being fooled, man, my whole lungs blow out. It better fool you. But devotees, I can't do that. You know, difficult to do that. So we have to understand that young ones in particular, you have that right to ask your questions, but do it respectfully, as Bhagavan Sri Krishna is doing. You don't have to swallow everything, hook, line, and sinker. Hinduism does not say that. When people can't answer your question, they say that. Okay? So devotees, Bhagavan asked the question on behalf of all of us. He set an example. I remember he's a child. So the child can ask questions also. And sometimes the best questions come from children. Yeah? Best question. One of the outstanding that I remember I mentioned to you when I was doing puja for my second granddaughter, Vindi, 3 years old. Doing Ganesh puja, and I said, Mama, they say, don't put no tulsi in Ganesh Prasad. First thing she said, why Aja? Why? And big, never do no bad word on thing. Right? All old people, and they call them by another name. Don't put no tulsi na, true, acha. The child asked, why? And when I told her story, Ganesh want to marry Tulsi, whatever stupid story they have. She said, but Aja, Tulsi is a thing. How could a thing marry Ganesh? In the child's mind, a 3-year-old, and all old people rubbish in Hinduism. These things have me really worked up at times, you know, devotees. But you see, I keep saying, our children are brilliant, well bright. They're top in the world in various fields. You cannot come and tell them this nonsense and expect them to swallow it. You cannot. Well, not you cannot. They're doing it, but you should not. That's an insult to the intelligence of our children and our ancestors also. So devotees, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is making the point, telling us exactly what it is. And so, he said, Father, please explain. And he put it in such a way where he really wanted to know. Something new, tradition, family tradition, scriptures, sanctioned by scriptures, society performs it. What is it? And devotees, the father responded. We'll put it in simple ways. He said, Oh Krishna, today we are doing Indra Puja. Now, Indra Puja. Kanhaiya asked, why? Who is Indra? And then the father said, Nand Baba said, Kanhaiya, Indra is the god of rain. He showers rain. And, the soil becomes fertile and so on. After some time, even the water evaporates, becomes cloud, shower, rain, that whole cycle and whatever. But what we know, that Indra brings rain. And we are rustic people, we are farmers, cowherd, etc. We depend upon the fertility of the soil, the water in the rivers and so on. So we worship Indra, so he will keep on showering rain to us, for us. And so we'll be able to take care of ourselves. So he put his perspective. Nand Baba. Indra is the god of rain, so he's showering rain. Bhagavan Sri Krishna always has a reason for doing things. He is that Jagat Guru. Right? He wanted to, not to break their faith in Indra, but to prove something otherwise. And also, he had other plan in mind. We shall hear. He said, Father, I beg to disagree. Now, don't disagree today, man. When you see, you tell your mother, me agree with what you say, you want a slap you get, eh? Well, we should get. I don't know today. You can't disagree with parents and they'll tell you, when big people talking, you mustn't talk. You mustn't say this, shut your mouth when big people talking. Don't ask no question. That is why many people stay in this kind of condition. And part of our tradition, Hindu tradition, children not allowed to talk. Yeah. And I can tell you many times in years gone by, when our classroom devotees, you mark a test. We have one of our children in that class. The boy gets something right, you mark it wrong. He sit down quiet like a little kunumunu. Another child, he gets it wrong. And he know you wrong, but you have to give me a try. He fight for his marks. I look at this disparity in attitude, behavior. Our children, like, well, kunumunu as I say, you're frightened to open your mouth. And the other kind, open them, they're wrong, but they're more big. What caused that? Then I realized it had to start from home. We shut up our children too much. We don't allow them to express themselves. You understand? Devotees, I'm happy that I think we are going beyond that. But parents, again, I'm telling you all, if you can't answer your children's question, then don't shut them up now. Try to learn some more. Parents are important, necessary. You are the first teachers. But your child has that right to ask questions. We say it over and over again. And I'm saying this to all. You have a doubt, you have a question, a query, Hinduism allows you that right. It's a right that you have. Ask your questions and get your doubts removed. And if you ask one person, you can't get a satisfactory answer, and go to someone else, no? Like, what it was, somebody asked me, Pandit, why you cut off the head from the pan leaf and the tip? Why? Right? Why? So I said, well, why? You hear any reason why? She said, yeah, the Baba said, because it had no beginning, it had no end. So you cut off the top and below. Then I want to tell them, when you cut off the tip, Jamdudas live there. Jamrajas live there. So I said, well, I just cut off the top and bottom part for it to fit better on the baby. Yeah. Jamdut and stupidness you telling me about there. You understand? So some of them again, they know, but they don't want to say I don't know. And they won't try to find out. Easiest thing, talk some nonsense. So people can't follow up with you now. This is the situation we in devotees. Right? This shouldn't be. Hinduism is such a great, powerful religion. So much philosophy, so much depth. Devotee, the Lord himself is pointing out to us. And he was allowed the opportunity to disagree. He said, Father, I disagree. For what I know, when water evaporates, it rises up. And the mountain causes it to go high up. The higher up it goes, the cooler it becomes. And it condenses and falls as rain. The clouds. No? How intercoming in here? Now, I put it in a simple way, devotee, is the water cycle. Simple in Bhagavad Mahapuran. Practical approach, which is many times when I try to put the people, you come and tell me some stupidness, fella, engine mash up, you come to see if somebody do it, Obia. Yeah? When I ask him, I say, you check the engine before you buy it? He say, yeah. He say, who check it? He say, mechanic now? I say, who mechanic? He said, the man mechanic. The vendor, the man who's selling mechanic. Devotee, I can't say here what I tell him, You perfect idiot. The man selling anything, he said you have something defective, and you buy it, you come to ask me stupidness. If Obia, the how people behave. Devotees, that disease, mind disease, is rampant. And I keep saying, it's like, an iceberg. 2/3 underneath, 1/3 on top of you. You know what you see? Is joke. So much more it is. I don't want to give a number, but the majority of people, from the time something happens, the first thing comes crossing their mind. I wonder if somebody do me this. I wonder who show something me yard. I wonder this, I wonder that. You wouldn't stop to stupidness and say, where did I go wrong? No. Always somebody doing you something. You come, the Good Friday, Boboli, except you Boboli every day. Stupid thinking. That is prevalent in society. And how many people I tell that? Don't come by me and expect me to tell you somebody do UBI, Do I expect that? Devotees, I follow my kanheya. Practical, logical. Many times people with certain sicknesses and so on, illnesses, I'll tell you, you know what? This is a medical problem. Don't come with no nonsense. Go and see a doctor now. Right? Doctor can't find anything. How doctor can't find anything? We have doctor here. Right? If you search for cholesterol and you get cholesterol, they will say you don't have cholesterol. What about triglycerides? What about anemia? There are so many things, and all these things are problems that people have. Medical problems in the human body, because they don't understand it. They feel it's obia. Negativity. But there's a practical reason why all these things, practical. Devotees, see this part 8? I could go on and on, a whole book, more than one book I could write. Fella come and tell me, see, every midnight he has something knocking by window. I said, I hear the same thing by my window, why? Yeah. Now, I don't want to tell him to check and see if it's, really with it. Here, devotees. Anyway, here, devotees, Bhagwan Krishna put his point. He said, but Father, what I am saying to you that I believe that it's better we worship that mountain Govardhan. Because without that mountain, rains wouldn't fall. And we all know mountainous places will have plenty of rain. Because the clouds are forced to go high up. The higher up they go, the cooler they become and they condense. Flat country, don't get rain so. That's a fact. Okay? So devotees, I might not be very convincing, but Bhagwan Sri Krishna was very convincing. And they all agreed. Yes, okay, let's go and worship Govardhan, that mountain. And remember, when that bridge was being built, when Sri Ram was about to cross to Lanka, Hanuman went to the Himalaya Parvat to come with a huge mountain. And when he reached over Vrindavan, same place, he got in words with him, what you have, leave it right there. And when he put that mountain there, a form came out, Govardhan. And said, Hanuman, you promised to get me Sri Ram's darshan. You leaving me halfway. This is not fair. Hanuman contacted Sri Ram, and Sri Ram told Hanuman, let that Brahman know. Now is Treta, the second age. Dwapar ke ant mein, at the end of Dwapar, next age, when I manifest myself for Sri Krishna, I shall uplift him above my head, 7 days and 7 nights. The 3 worlds shall sing his praises together with mine. Govardhan Giridhari. So that word was given by Sri Ram. And Sri Ram came as Krishna. and he wanted to fulfill that obligation. So you see, devotees, life is like, a jigsaw puzzle. You have many, many pieces, all different places. The Lord is a perfect master. He puts together the whole picture. And if we surrender to Him, we worship Him, we dedicate ourselves to Him, we'll also be able to solve those jigsaw puzzles, putting all the pieces together and getting your perfect picture of life. But you have to do it. Make that effort. Or turn to Him, surrender to Him. He does it. He has everything, devotees. So Bhagwan had his plan. And so, words went around, we're going to worship Mountain Govardhan. And devotees, they went to that Mountain Govardhan and they worshipped. Right? Bhagwan Krishna led them, Balaram. They went there, devotees, all with the different ingredients, as you all came here today, with different ingredients. They may have some different kind of ingredients as Bhagavad says, kachauri, pakauri, lakauri, different kind of barfi, all kind of thing. Wonderful dishes, right? Meva Mishtan Pakwan, Satvik Bhojanam. And when they went to that mountain, they began to offer. Bhagwan Sri Krishna appeared in a form out of that mountain, and standing there in another form as Krishna, encouraging him, offer, offer. Today was to Govindam, they offer devotees. And Bhagwan in that form, they're eating everything. Eating everything. Didn't he say that? Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya parayachati. Tadham bhaktu paritam ashnami praitatmanaha. You have belief, you have faith. I personally partook of what is offered to me by that devotee of purified intellect. You're hungry, but you see the belief the people had. Understand? When they offered Bhagwan, eating everything. And Bhagwan in a form here, encourage him, offer. And simple people, devotees, they say, oh, all these years we worship Indra, we never see him. Look, first day we worship in Govardhan. Look, he has appeared and has taken part of everything we have offered. Devotees, they were all overjoyed. Simple people, simple love in their hearts, being guided by that divine. Simple. Following the advice of Bhagwan Sri Krishna. And so devotees, overjoyed, they all merriment, clapping, singing. What a bhajan says, devotees, just to digress for a moment. That all the offerings were like like the Yamuna flowing, all its ingredients. Vrindavan. Mai mohe lage Vrindavan nikho. Mai mohe lage Vrindavan nikho. Vrindavan nikho, Vrindavan nikho. Vrindavan nikho, Vrindavan nikho. O mai mohe lage Vrindavan nikho. Yamuna jal ek neer bahut hai. Jamuna jal ek neer bahut hai. भोजन दूध दही को मैं मोहे लागे वृंदावन को. वृंदावन को, वृंदावन को. तो मैं मोहे लागे वृंदावन को. घर घर ठाकुर तुलसी पूजा. घर घर ठाकुर तुलसी पूजा. दर्शन श्रीपति जी को मैं मोहे लागे वृंदावन को. वृंदावन को, वृंदावन को. ओ मैं मोहे लागे वृंदावन को. चंद्र सखी भज बाल कृष्ण को.
चंद्र सखी भजु बाल कृष्ण को, कृष्ण बिना सब फीको, मैं मोहे लागे वृंदावन नीको। वृंदावन नीको, वृंदावन नीको, वृंदावन नीको, वृंदावन नीको। मैं मोहे लागे वृंदावन नीको, मैं मोहे लागे वृंदावन नीको, मैं मोहे लागे वृंदावन नीको।
So devotees, great merriment and perceived success. Those simple people believed that their prayers, their offerings were accepted. And so they returned home. Now Indra is said to be the god of rain. Indra was very disturbed because every year on this particular day, Indra was worshipped, that divine force controlling certain elements and so on. So, it is personified. The powers are personified so we can learn lessons. Indra said, oh, those idiots, they listened to that biggest idiot of all, Krishna. Now, Indra said, have 1,000 eyes, but he blind. He couldn't recognize the Lord. He said, those Gavar, those idiots in that village of Braj, they listened to the biggest idiot of all, Krishna, and they disrespected me, they didn't worship me, they worshiped that mountain, I will do for them. And devotees, notice the attitude, important, of Indra in this position of power. Scriptures teach us lessons in this way. Power corrupts, absolute power corrupts, absolutely, if there is no spirituality. Yeah? So devotees, Indra, he had one of his disciples called Sanvartak. He said, Sanvartak, collect all the clouds from all different directions according to the story and concentrate them all in the circumference of 24 miles around the village of Braj. And I want you to shower rain, bucket a drop, drown those idiots. They didn't worship me, I shall do for them. Notice the egoistic attitude. I don't have to explain that to devotees. People who are very egoistic, this is the way they behave. I will do for you, I will show you. Or they try to undermine you. They try to cut you down. Devotees, Indra, confused, badly. Bhagwan was testing him. Bhagwan knew that something was wrong with him. And sometimes you have to teach the harsh lesson so that you'll behave yourself. This is why adversity is always recommended. You don't look for it, but it comes to you. It helps us. Devotees, all of a sudden, by the time these poor people reach home, place get dark. Now today, rainfall nearly whole day, right? But it wasn't dark and thing. Imagine that place like night, right? And all of a sudden, these people became scared. What is happening? What is happening? And devotees, when the weather is like this, who has control over the weather, as we say? Daivik tap. No control. It creates a fear in the mind. Thunder, lightning, and devotees, the clouds burst. And it said, winds from all different directions. Right? 49 different kind of winds, they say, devotees. 49 different kind of winds. I was about to digress, I understand that Baba was doing Gau Puja. And he told them, he said, the cow have 49 teeth and that represents 49 different winds. All ever hear stupidness away? Forget to hear it, Okay? So devotees, all different, in a real commotion. And they say, as we say, bucket a drop. Right? Who could hide the cows? Imagine they flinching when the drops of water hitting them on their backs. Devotees, rains began to shower. Now the very same people who followed Bhagavan Krishna, You always have some who always, doubting. So these were the ones who said, you see, they listened to the child Krishna and watch. In this angry, we'll all be destroyed. We'll all be destroyed. Devotees. But the wise ones who have confidence, and this is important to note, when problems come your way, you turn away, you reject God. The devoted ones, when problems came, they say, no, not at all. If Bhagwan told us to go and do that, we followed him. Whatever situations, whatever problems, we have that faith and belief, that conviction, Bhagwan is going to help us. Do you have that kind of faith and belief, devotees? If you don't, then don't waste time praying. And if you're praying, you need to have this attitude. Faith, belief, and conviction. Right? This is how the Lord tests us. Those people were being tested. Angels being tested, and the devotees were being tested also. Some devotees on the fence, bad walking, you always have that. But those genuine ones, they say, no. Let us go to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. He is the one who will champion our cause. They go to that Lord, devotees, He is the one. So a simple bhajan, as we can say, we pray. और के दुख हरो है तुमने हमारे भी दुख हरो गोपाल और के दुख हरो है तुमने हमारे भी दुख हरो गोपाल ओ बनवारी कृष्ण मुरारी ओ बनवारी कृष्ण मुरारी नट नागर नंदलाल हमारे दुख हरो गोपाल नट नागर नंदलाल हमारे दुख हरो गोपाल और की दुख हरो है तुमने हमारे भी दुख हरो गोपाल यमुना तट पर श्याम मुरारे आए गोकुल की नर नारी यमुना तट पर श्याम मुरारी आए गोकुल की नर नारी यमुना जी है सूखी सूखी बह प्यासी गया भूखी यमुना जी है सूखी सूखी बह प्यासी गया भूखी आश्रगा के सब बैठे हैं आओ ब्रिज की बहार हमारे दुख हरो गोपाल आओ ब्रिज की बहार हमारे दुख हरो गोपाल और की दुख हरो है तुमने हमारे भी दुख हरो गोपाल. When we have that attachment to the Lord, devotees, we just have to call. The Lord knows. He's the indweller. And when the Lord realized, He was testing them, are you dependent upon me? Or is it just a show? Dikhavat. I keep saying, devotion can be dikhavat. You know what dikhavat means? Show. A show in a man devotee. Creating big show. Panty show. That's not devotion. He tests us. And when the test comes, it then shows who's really a genuine devotee. Devotees, everybody is tested. Every one of us is tested. And you're going to get your test if you haven't got it yet. But not only that, these tests keep on coming. Higher up you go, more difficult the tests. So we can go to higher levels. These devotees were tested devotees. They surrendered. Kanhaiya. And then Kanhaiya, he knows he had the ball. He said, let's go back to Mount Goverdhan. everybody, back to Govardhan. And so devotees, you all went back to that mountain, cows, everybody, even those doubting, I'm going to say doubting Thomases, but I don't think anybody named Thomas in those years. Right? Those people who doubt a lot, who on the fence, they also, they tag along, you know. They have their own story to tell. Mustn't get vexed with them. Don't get vexed with them. They have their own story to tell. They are necessary in life. Necessary. So devotees, they also tagged along. And when they went to the mountain, Bhagwan, he said, all right. And this mystical word, Mai hu, Soham, I am. Notice, no subject. Sorry, no object. Pure subjectivity. I, Soham, I am. And devotees, it is said, he picked up that mountain, left hand, small finger, up. Amazing. That mountain was raised above. And he told everybody, come under the mountain, shelter. And devotees, everybody went under that mountain. And it is said, you know, all those old fellas with their little walking stick and thing, all them tail stick and started probably mountain. That stick could probably mountain. But you see, the attitude is important. That love in the heart, wanting to help the Lord's work. That is important, devotees. Not the stupid, no? That is bhakti. Yeah, genuinely so. And devotees, as Bhagwan promised, and as we have all heard time and again, 7 days and 7 nights, rain showered, bucket a drop. Everywhere, flooded. And for 7 days and 7 nights, these Vrajvasi were beneath that mountain. And devotees, nobody felt hungry. Bhagwan, his supreme nourisher, looked at all of them, and everybody. Devotees, how close again could you get to Bhagwan? You know, imagine to be under the mountain, rain falling all about, and Bhagwan, I can't go nowhere, Bhagwan is going nowhere. To be in that company, why? Huh? Bhagwan did all this for his devotees, not only for Govardhan, but to bond with his devotees. Check what kind of closer bonding could this be? Could there be? I don't know, my mind went in these different directions. This is the compassion of the Lord, the grace of the Lord. You know, to sit with that, he's standing there looking at all of them and they look, nothing else, no distraction. Understand the point? In our company, then stirring Indra, no thunder, no lightning, no water, nothing at all, no flood. All in looking at Bhagwan Krishna, totally absorbed in that bliss of Bhagwan Krishna. What else again is here? Think about it. They were blessed devotees. When 7 days passed, Indra now cooled down a little bit. Say, all right, Sanvartak, hold up. All them Gawar, all them either should drunk by now. Devotees, rain stopped all of a sudden, place clear blue sky. 7 days, 7 nights, Bhagwan fulfilled his word to Govardhan. And devotees, he told everybody, okay, the rain stopped, but before that, you know, he carried his Sudarshan Chakra, that spinning discus in his finger, he released it, Lord Vishnu. And in a twinkle of an eye, this went and soaked up all the water all about. Not a drop of water, you know, like the rain, all the floods and things, everything soaked up. Place appeared just like it was 7 days before. Normal. Yeah. You know, mine sometimes as one, when we see playing cricket and then cricket in the air now, and when I see plenty of rain and thing fall, they have what we call a water hog. There's pass with all the water and soak up all the water and thing. That is joke by Krishna Bhagwan Sudarshan Chakra. Power. And then Chakra came back and then Bhagwan said, everybody step out. And devotees, he put on the mountain and said, O Govardhan, I have fulfilled my word to you. You got darshan. I uplifted you above my head, 7 days, 7 nights. He fulfilled that word. And so devotees, all the disciples of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, they're all very, very happy. Very, very happy they're going back. But Indra now, devotees, puzzled. When he looked around, he expected to see corpses, I plural, right? Floating all about, cows, especially Krishna. He saw everything looking normal. 7 days before. Devotees, that we may say is a miracle. Not impossible for the Lord, no? Not impossible at all. In the twinkle of an eye, tu chahe to sab kuch kar de, vishwa ko bhi amr kar de. Puran kar de sabki aasha, jo bhi tera dhyan dhare. That's all we have to do. Yes. Turn to Him, surrender to Him. And nothing is impossible. Absolutely nothing is impossible. Devotees, when Indra saw that, he realized to himself that Krishna is not an ordinary child. That abhiman that he had was kind of withdrawn from him. Now he is seeing Krishna Kanhaiya, the Lord. And devotees, while the group and while were going so, Bhagwan Krishna, Indra appeared before Bhagwan Krishna, the child Krishna. And Indra appeared, big powerful Indra, and he bowed down to Bhagwan Krishna. Abhiman, that ego, destroyed. He said, Lord, your Maya is very powerful. You appear and you're dancing everywhere. But Prabhu, devotees, I like the bhajan by Surdas. Say, Lord, I'm also dancing, I dance a lot, Prabhu. You dance with all your adornments and so on and so forth. But Lord, my adornments, hate, anger, lust, greed, jealousy, all these negativity like adornments on my body. And I'm dancing to the tune of Maya. Oh Lord, you think you alone could dance, Prabhu? I'm dancing a lot, Prabhuji, with all these negativities. But he's surrendering, expressing his weakness. You see, devotees, you can't go to God and play big and strong. The Lord, you say, no? It's your power, abhiman thing. But, no. You have to accept your responsibility, your weaknesses. First stage is acceptance, surrender, and the Lord removes everything. Surdas devotee, very beautifully he put it like this. And for all of us, this is the journey through life. Self-transformation. Accept that you're weak. Surrender. Seek the blessings and grace of that Supreme. Surdas beautifully put the devotees, and try to understand the bhajan if you can, and if you can express the very same feeling to the Lord.
अब मैं नाचो बहुत गोपाल अब मैं नाचो बहुत गोपाल अब मैं नाचो बहुत गोपाल काम क्रोध को पहरी चोलन काम क्रोध को पहरी चोलन कंठ विषय की विषय की माल अब मैं नाचो बहुत गोपाल अब मैं नाचो बहुत कृष्ण नाद करत घट भीतर, कृष्ण नाद करत घट भीतर, नाना विधि दैता, नाना विधि दैता, माया को कटि फेंका पान्यु, माया को कटि फेंका पान्यु, लोभ तिलक देखा, लोभ तिलक देखा, अब मैं नाचो बहुत गोपाल, अब मैं नाचो। कुतिक कला काछी दिखराई, कुतिक कला काछी दिखराई, जल थल सुधि नहीं का, जल थल सुधि नहीं का, सूरदास को सबय विद्या, सूरदास को सबय विद्या, दूरी करो नंदलाल, दूरी करो नंदलाल, अब मैं नाचो बहुत गोपाल, हम क्रोध को पहरी चोलना, हम क्रोध को पहरी चोलना, तत्थ विषय की माँ, तत्थ विषय की माँ, अब मैं नाचो बहुत गोपाल, अब मैं नाचो, अब मैं नाचो, अब मैं नाचो बहुत गोपाल।
Devotees, in other words, accepting that you're overpowered by all these negativities, hate, anger, lust, greed, etc., wrong association, all these distractions of life. And, Surdas put this beautiful bhajan together, and he says, "Oh Lord, all this ignorance that exists, duri karo Nandalal." This is what Indra was also praying. All this ignorance, all these problems, negativities, duri karo Nandalal, remove them from me. Let my mind, let my heart be pure. I surrender to you, O Lord, please, champion my cause. Forgive me. Forgive me my transgressions. I seek your protective shelter. Devotee's genuine, sincere prayer, Bhagavan Sri Krishna smiled. The child, for he's the Lord. He said, "O Indra, in a position you are there to serve. Don't allow power to contaminate you. Don't allow these negativities, this ego. You're in a position, do what you have to do. Don't believe that you alone, could do anything or whatever. Don't. And devotees is a common fact. Not a blade of grass moves without the Lord's grace. Yeah? So Indra thought that he had all this power. And here actually he was humbled. But he came to his senses. And Bhagavan said, "O Indra, let not this situation occur again anymore. Return. Just do your duty dispassionately. Dispassionately." And devotee, this is something we keep saying over and over. A simple story, you remember once I told you, there was a coal seller, he had a donkey cart driving, and it is said there was a dog. His dog would also always go with the cart. So the dog would run under the cart as the donkey pulled in the cart. When the man would stop to eat, the dog would sit there Out of courtesy, love, humanity, he will give a piece of roti to the dog first. Give the dog a special portion. Hey, doggy, eat doggy, eat doggy. And then he will eat. So after a while, you know what happened? The dog start thinking, he pulling the cart. He pulling the cart. You know how easy it is to get fooled? Believe that you are the force behind everything? And one day there come devotees. The fellow was busy. And when dog Bhagwan, sat there and waiting for a piece of roti, the fellow forgot him to clean. Eat out all the roti and he gone. Dog Bhagwan said, all right, young female, you will see. I'm pulling no cart. And the song is swallowing more like a dog, no? The fellow jump on the cart and drive the cart going, everything going, dogs like a dog behind. Then he realized, it's not me pulling the cart. It's not me. He went back like a little dog self, the tail between the leg and one him, under the cart. And from then on, anytime you see the man sit to eat, he making noise, he learned the lesson. In society, we have many dogs like that who think they pull in the cart. And if not them, nothing could happen. This happens when people give them a little position, a little power. They get stupid overnight, not realizing that God doesn't need us, we need Him. I keep saying this, devotees. If I do what I do in here, somebody else will do it. If you don't do what you're doing, somebody else will do it, but God's work will be done. God's work doesn't depend on me, doesn't depend on you, doesn't depend on anybody. We have the opportunity to do it. You do whatever you can, and if you have that command in your heart that you feel you're doing all this, you're going to learn a harsh lesson. A harsh lesson. And you know what I find very sad? So many lessons have been taught to so many people in this position, but many persist and they continue to behave in the same kind of way, as if you different. No. Humility, devotees. Humility. Humility conquers the world. And remember something I always tell you, to humility. Don't be big mouth and feel you. Remember again, there was a barber, fellow who was shrimp people, no? Not Danny, eh? The shrimp people. He was the barber for the king. And he died. He had 3 sons. So each one of them wanted to get that position of the barber. So the king said, all right, I want each one of you to put up a signboard in front of your place, your business place. Based upon that, I will decide who I'm going to take. Now the 3 lived in one street. One barber put up the first fellow, best barber in the world. He had a great impression of himself, Best barber in the world. Second fellow watched that, he said, hey, yeah, I will do for you. Best barber in the universe. He signed. Best barber in the universe. The last boy watched, best barber in the world, best barber in the universe. He put a little small, best barber in the street. All you follow that? All in the same street. If he's the best barber in the world, he's the best barber in the universe, I'm the best barber in the street. But then all them, humility, the king chose him, of course. So go big, no? Humility conquers the world. So this is for all people in position of power, if influence and so on. Politicians, priests, all of us. You don't get carried away, no? You are in that position, yes, you may work and so on, you have some karmas to reach there, but there's an obligation, you have a duty you have. Don't get carried away. But devotees, we have a lot of tin gods. You know my tin gods? You hit them with one pump, they plang, they go on away. No power, but a little position. And I don't know what happened to the head. Ego. Don't tell me that doesn't happen. Attitudes change, behavioral patterns change. Like Indra. This is direct and practical in life. Yeah? And you go that way, you'll be humbled. If not humiliated. Simplicity. And how we do that? Sarva dharman pratyaje mame kam sharam vraja. Bhagavan says, surrender all duties to me. Do everything for my sake. Yeah? You could do anything. Even Shakti, everything is energy. And that Shakti emanates out to the Lord. Whatever we do is because of His grace. Whatever we do. So devotee is something to pay some attention to. And all this katha should help us to understand. What humility. Indra was taught his lesson. Devotees, Indra bowed and disappeared. And Bhagwan Sri Krishna joined with the Gopanigwal. And Indra humility, humbled, went back to his respective position, all factors in place. Rejoicing, and clapping, singing, dancing. And the bhajan says,
देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार। देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार। देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार। मोर मुकुट सिर ऊपर सोहे गल फूलन के हाथ। हो मोर मुकुट सिर ऊपर सोहे गल फूलन के हाथ। पीतांबर कटि बीच विराजे, पीतांबर कटि बीच विराजे, मुरली अधर सुधार। देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार। तो देखो वृंदावन की बीना ताल मृदंगी बाजे, बाजे झांझ सितार। हो बीना ताल मृदंगी बाजे, बाजे झांझ सितार। छन्ना 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 नूपुर बाजे, छन्ना 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 नूपुर बाजे, कर कन कन झनकार। देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार। तो देखो सखिया के संग राधा नाचे, नाचे ब्रज की नाच। हो सखिया के संग राधा नाचे, नाचे ब्रज की नाच। ग्वाल पाल सब मिलकर नाचे, ग्वाल पाल सब मिलकर नाचे, कर कर के सिंगार। देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार। तो देखो जलचर मोहे थलचर मोहे, मोहे नभ संचार। जलचर मोहे थलचर मोहे, मोहे नभ संचार। ब्रह्मानंद मुनीश्वर मोहे, ब्रह्मानंद मुनीश्वर मोहे, बंसी धुन निर्भर। देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार। तो देखो वृंदावन की नाचे नंद कुमार कन्हैया, नाचे नंद कुमार। हो नाचे नंद कुमार कन्हैया, नाचे नंद कुमार। नाचे नंद कुमार कन्हैया, नाचे नंद कुमार कन्हैया, नाचे नंद कुमार। देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार। तो देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार। तो देखो अरे देखो, देखो ना वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार। The devatas who amaze devotees. Jalachar mohi, thalchar mohi, mohi nabha sanchar. All forms of creation charmed, attracted, overpowered. देखो why? Vrindavan ki kunja meri nache Nand Kumar. The Lord of all creation dancing in Vrindavan. And those devotees were blessed to be in that company of the Lord Kanhaiya. Devotees, imagine their joy.
the ecstasy. And what we have, as Surah Das is saying, O gopis, you have won, I have lost. All I have just these memories documented, so I reflect and try to simulate them in my head. But you are blessed, O gopis. You are blessed. Devotees, these kathas put to us, help us to go to different levels, different levels. Okay, so that is one part of it. To wrap it up, devotees, this is where the Deepa part comes in. And I always like to put the point, many years ago in India, the guide told us that every 100 years, Govardhan would shrink. And scriptures say in Kali Yuga, that mountain will be almost non-existent. And we did go to Govardhan. We go to India, and we went around Govardhan, and it tuk-tuk, circumambulate. Yeah, which mountain? Ancient mountain, place nearly flat. Sort of rock you see. In other words, in Kali Yuga, mountain flat. Devotees, so what this implies? So just put it simply, and this is a situation with all of us in life. Indra, the senses, right? The waters which he tried to drown everybody, I refer to that as the water of sensuality. We are being buffeted by the water of sensuality. So we are drowning. And that mountain, devotees, what is it? In, I think, chapter 4 of the Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, I think it's chapter 4. He said this yoga that, he explained to Arjun, this yoga, devotees, was given by the dawn of time, but with the passing of time it had disappeared. And what type of yoga it is, I refer to it as karma yoga. Karma, action. Everybody has to perform action. But you see, the yoga has gone out of action. Yoga means union with God. Everybody does something for selfish reason. That is not how we're supposed to act. Whatever we do is supposed to be an act of offering. Disinterested action. I'm entitled to the actions, but not to the fruits thereof. So in other words, in Satyug, you'll find that yoga was here. With the passing of time, Dwapar, Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, coming down, the yoga disappearing. And in Kali Yuga, it's gone for good. Now, it can be revived. So devotees, we refer to this Govardhan as a mountain of yoga, mountain of mental advancement. If you have high levels of understanding, high intellect, and there are two types of the intellect we have explained time and again, unenlightened and enlightened. Enlightened intellect, where you see, you can clearly discern the difference between things, gravitate towards reality, not unreality. Yeah? So what happens with the worship of Bhagavan Sri Krishna? He is that Lord of all, everything, all powers. He re-establishes that power of yoga in us. He uplifts that mountain of mental advancement in us. So we won't drown in the waters of sensuality. Now this is what is happening to us. Check and see. No, people don't understand. First you have to understand it. And then see if you can accept it. Everybody caught up what the senses perceive. Indriya. There's no Indriya ko daman karna, no control of the senses. Everything, even pujas, even yagyas, even devotees, even spiritual field. What happens? When I say the kavat, what do you think I'm talking about? Remember I mentioned to you earlier, we see it on a TV show, which we see many times in temple and so on. Two ladies doing arti. Jai Jagadish. One telling don't know. What she savi she have one. Swami Jai Jagadish Hari. What's that savi? So Jai Jagadish Hari talking about the lady savi. And then you look like a cheap savi. Must you buy one get one free Jai Jagadish Hari? Now, when people come to pray devotees, you have to know yourself, Where is your mind? Where is that mountain of mental advancement? Where are the senses? You have to know. Now, don't take it negatively. You see, this is what we're saying here. This is why Govardhan Puja is so important. You worship, you get into it, and through the grace of Bhagavan, that mountain is lifted up. You begin to see what is right, what is proper, what is the correct thing to do. You don't allow the senses, don't allow Indra
indriya to overcome you. All have to decide that, each devotee. Each devotee. Right? Is it that you have one pointed concentration, Bhagavan Sri Krishna? This is where you need to go. So devotees, that mountain is in every one of us. And in many of us, it's non-existent. Yeah. Anything you feel to do, you do it. No spirituality. Just go through motions. And I'm saying, no man, wake up. Wake up. Worship sincerely. And you surrender to that Lord, as Govardhan did. He uplifted him. Up above. Even Indra couldn't do him anything. So I have a point, something I believe in, that by doing these pujas, right, worshipping, especially like Govardhan Puja, that mountain could be lifted up. You go beyond the senses. Through the grace of Kanhaiya, that point of view comes to us. Okay? So it's not just going through a motion and a ritual you're going through there. It has a significance. As all other rituals we do have significance. For us, it lifts us to a different level. Govardhan. Devotees. Go means senses. Var means a boon, a bardhan. I just mean one interpretation. Dhan, wealth, not material wealth. The greatest wealth you could have, devotees, is contentment. Isn't that so? Nan santoshan nandanambanam. Right? We keep saying this world has enough to fulfill every man's need. But there isn't enough to fulfill one man's greed. So when you worship, that mountain is lifted up. You see, you understand. The senses are brought under control. That's the vardhan you get. That's the wealth to control the senses and focus on higher objectives. Nivriti marg, napraviti marg. I hope you could understand what we're saying here, devotees. And if not, well, remember what the Bhagavad says, huh? If you understand why you do what you do, results are immediate. If you don't understand why you do what you do and just keep doing it, it's difficult to get fulfillment. So this is why I'm putting it to you, what we are doing here, right, is to help you to lift that mountain of yoga, mental advancement. Lift it out from the waters of sensuality. And then you'll realize how much more success will come your way, the quality of life. Okay, devotees? So it all depends, and again I keep saying, as I've said over and over, it is an individual journey. Each person on your own. Each person on your own. So, as a little bit of homework, you'll ask yourselves, where is your mountain of mental advancement? Is it there? Is it drowning? Indra overpowering you? Sanvarta giving you pressure? Or is it that Krishna is there, he has uplifted this mountain, and you have no fear? You have surrendered to him. You have transformed yourself. So devotees, this is what these things mean in a deeper sense. Right? Not superficial. Okay? So by worshipping Bhagavan Krishna, a lot of success will come our way in this way. But again, as we say, you have to understand what you're doing now. Understand. So Govardhan Puja, if you notice in Bhagavad, Govardhan Puja is done. And Bhagavad is about bhakti. Bhakti. And if you can't have this high level of understanding, where is the bhakti? This is Gyan Bhakti. The highest of all the different forms of devotions. Knowledge with understanding. Okay? So devotees, I will leave you with that. And you're on your own, journey on your own. And you know, as we say, laziness won't help here. Ignorance won't help here. You have to understand what scriptures are telling us. And I'm trying to put it to you all. Make that effort to make yourselves in a different place. Okay? Bola Vrindavan Sri Krishna Chandra ki jai. Devotees, we will conclude here. Prepare for the final havan. Ani, just help them fix up, right? Oh, who is here? Dani, go ahead. Dani will go here. All right, so devotees, while we're making preparation for the final havan, you know, that bhajan everybody knows, right? So we'll join together. Glorify Bhagavan Sri Krishna. जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। जब चारों तरफ अंधियार हो, जब चारों तरफ अंधियार हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो, और कोई न खेवन वाला हो, और कोई न खेवन वाला हो, फिर तू ही मेरा पर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा, पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा। जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, तेरे दर्शन को मैं तरस रहा, तेरा नाम की माला जपता रहा। तेरे दर्शन को, तेरे दर्शन को मैं तरस रहा, तेरा नाम की माला जपता रहा। भाव सागर से मोरी नैया, भाव सागर से मोही नैया। क्षण में जाय किनारा हो, क्षण में जाय किनारा। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे श्री। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। ओम गंगनपतये नमः स्वाहा, श्री गौरी माता स्वाहा, पृथ्वी माता स्वाहा, पंचलोकपाल देवाय स्वाहा। ओम नमो नारायणाय स्वाहा, ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा, श्री सूर्यारि नवग्रह देवाय स्वाहा, ब्रह्मग्नये नमः स्वाहा। ओम ह्रीं श्रीं चंडिकायै नमः स्वाहा, ओम क्रीं कालियै नमः स्वाहा, महालक्ष्मी माताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। ओम श्रीं ह्रीं सरस्वत्यै स्वाहा, ओम श्री ईश्वरी देव्यै स्वाहा, श्री परमेश्वरी देव्यै स्वाहा, श्री शीतला देव्यै स्वाहा, महाअन्नपूर्णा देव्यै स्वाहा, श्री मनसा देव्यै स्वाहा। ओम ह्रीं षष्ठी देव्यै स्वाहा, सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। ओम श्री हनुमते नमः स्वाहा, सीतारामचंद्राभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, राधा कृष्णाय नमः स्वाहा, ओम श्री इष्टदेवाय स्वाहा, ओम श्री कुलदेवाय स्वाहा, ओम श्री अष्टांग देवाय स्वाहा, ओम श्री ग्राम देवाय स्वाहा, ओम श्री इतकरम प्रधान देवाय स्वाहा. 5 times again. श्री वास्तुदेवाय स्वाहा. 33 करोड़ देवताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, सर्वदेवता सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, अनंत स्वरूपाय ब्रह्मणे नमः स्वाहा, ओम श्री गुरुवे नमः स्वाहा. Wash your hands. Please all stand, devotees. We concentrate on Bhagavan Shankar. You have to pick up the Purnahuti. All right. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shambhavaya cha Mayubhavaya cha. Namah Sankaraya cha Mayaskaraya cha. Shivaya cha Shivtaraya cha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Purnamidah Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Achman. ओम सर्व पापहरं दिव्यं गांगेयं निर्मलं जलम आचमनं च मया दत्तं गृहीतां पुरुषोत्तमः ब्रह्मज्ञये नमः. आचमनं समर्पयामि. Bow to the fire. All right, do Aarti. We'll join together in Aarti, devotees. Aarti we passed around. And seeing that we did some Bhagavad Katha, let's do Bhagavad Aarti. I hope you remember Bhagavad Aarti. Let's all join. Jai 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 Bhagavatam, Jai 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 Bhagavatam. भगवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती. ये मुक्ति पंच ये पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला. हरि गान यही वरदान यही, जग के मंगल की आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती. शांति गीत पावन पुनीत, श्रापों को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला. ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत, श्रापों को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला. सुख करनी है दुख हरनी, है सुख करनी है दुख हरनी, ये मधुसूदन की आरती पापियों को पाप से हटाती। मधुर बोल जग फंद को सनम मार्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला, ये मधुर बोल जग फंद को सनम मार्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला, श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही, श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही, प्रभु की महिमा की आरती पापियों को पाप से हटाती। पापियों को पाप से हटाती। Devotees, the Srutas complete the Arati. Let's finally glorify Bhagavan Krishna. Simple Kirtanam as we proceed to conclude. Hey Hare Hare Gopal Radhe Krishna, Hey Hare Hare Gopal Radhe Krishna, Hare Hare Govinda Panduranga, Hey Hare Hare Govinda Panduranga, Hey Hare Hare Gopal Radhe Krishna, Hey Hare Hare Gopal Radhe Krishna, हे जगवंदन देवकी नंदन असुर निकंदन हरे हरे, हे जगवंदन देवकी नंदन अलख निरंजन हरे हरे, हे जन मन रंजन भाव दुख भंजन, ओ जन मन रंजन भाव दुख भंजन, असुर निकंदन हरे हरे, ओ असुर निकंदन हरे हरे, हे हरे हरे गोपाल राधे कृष्ण, हरे हरे गोविंद पांडुरंगा, हे हरे हरे गोविंद पांडुरंगा, ओ हरे हरे गोपाल राधे कृष्ण ओम हरे हरे गोपाल राधे कृष्ण शिव हरे शिव राम सखी प्रभु त्रिविध तप निवारण हे विभु अज जनेश्वर यादव पहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलम् मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलायतनु हरि ओम आवाहनम न जानामि विसर्जनम पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वर ओम गच्छ गरुड़श्रेष्ठ स्वस्थानि परमेश्वर यत ब्रह्मादयो देवास्तत्र गच्छुतासन ओम लाभस्तेषां जयस्तेषां कुतस्तेषां पराजया येषाम् इन्दिवर्षां हृदयस्थो जनार्दन ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दनं यत्पूजितं मया देवा परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय ओम गच्छ त्वं भगवन् अग्नि स्वस्थानि कुन्दमध्यतः हुतम आदाय देवेभ्य शीघ्र देहि प्रसीद मे ओम ब्रह्मज्ञये नमः ओम त्वमेव माता च पितः त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। गर्व से कहो गर्व से कहो गर्व से कहो बोले वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जाए उमापति महादेव की जाए पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जाए उदय शाह जगन्नाथ की जाए आठ शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जाए बोलो भाई सब संतन की जाए बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की बोलिए श्री स्वाहा माता की शुभमस्तु। Blessings to all. Kindly be seated, devotees.
Sitaram. I'd like to thank all devotees present as well as our viewers on our social media platforms and ITV for joining with us in this, our 2023 Goverdhan celebrations. I'd like to take this time to remind you that there will be no Sunday service until December 3rd, and our last service for the year will be on December 10th. On Sunday, November 26th, all devotees are invited to join with SWAHA as we celebrate Kartik Nahan. Further details will be given closer to the day. Thank you once again. Please have a safe journey back home. Sitaram.
And devotees, let me say blessings to Jagi and Dharmala. Tomorrow, Jagi will be celebrating his 64th birthday. So I want to wish you happy birthday, Jagi, on behalf of all of us. And I know the family is faced with some challenges at this point in time. But remember what I said? Adversity is your every day. It strengthens us. You have to have faith and belief in the divine. He decides everything. Everything and everybody has a destiny. We can't fight it, we can't change it. So just go forward, Lord, the Lord in your heart, and whatever it is, we have to accept as we go forward. So I want to wish you all the best on your birthday, and be strong, and many more birthdays to come. Wonderful to sit together with us. And it's not by chance of his birthday coming, but what I said, you have to have that level of understanding now, that yogic knowledge to face up to life challenges. Okay? So
Happy birthday and all the best. Keep it going. So devotees, blessings to everybody. As you heard, we expect to meet on Sunday the 26th at Titco Resort, Manjanala. And normally we start puja like around 9 o'clock. Papa try to be there early. It's a Sunday and I believe that it's a convenient day for many people, so there can be a lot of traffic jam. So try to be there early so we can begin our devotions on time. And remember, Kartik Nahan brings an end to the month of Kartik and all the auspicious, celebrations we have had, including Tulsi Puja. So do join us as we bring this wonderful month to a conclusion. We have decided that Sunday coming, we're giving people a little holiday to go and watch the final. If that's the reason. Tell him say he want to watch the final. Yeah. Because he expecting New Zealand to beat India tomorrow. Not in a dream. Right. Let me talk joke. Yeah. So whatever it is, so some of the devotees would want to, watch the cricket. So I would want to watch it, but I'm not so lucky. I have pujas to do. But I will call you and we will talk. Yeah. We know who will. So devotees, Sunday coming, no service, the 27th, the 26th, Kartik Nahan. Then the third we'll meet again, and then on the 10th, final service for this year until New Year's morning, 2024. Okay? So the year is kind of winding down, and just keep your devotions going. Blessings to have all of you together with us, and we look forward to you joining together with us as we continue life's journey. And be careful, everybody. Be aware, be alert. Troubled times, difficult times, keep that divine close to your heart. Let him be your shield, your protective shield. Okay? Be careful. Blessings. Prasad, stand up, Sakal Punch, Sitaram. Careful, Nirmala, Jagi. If I get my purse, I'm sure Nirmala get the first way. Help Nirmala get up. Yeah. All right, our husband is for you. All right. Sakal Punch. Blessings, devotees, and do have a safe journey back home.